all is, one of my garden neighbors, I don't know what her plan is with this plot here, but it's thick with this other thing. I don't know what it's called. This thing here, it's just thick with it. Basically, most of what you see is this weed here. And of course, these tiny little flowers make teeny tiny little seeds, which, as you can see, proliferate themselves, and they make an enormous pest of a weed. So I pull this. This is what I hate that plant the worst. This here is what we call pigweed. My mother used to call it callaloo. It comes in, sometimes they grow red and pinkish. Sometimes the leaves are a little bit curled. But needless to say, it's still pigweed, it's still amaranth, and it makes a small seed which spreads itself like crazy. I mean, I'm just going to keep repeating this because that's all that they are. And anyway, it becomes very big, as you can kind of see. And as you can also see, there's a whole bunch of them all over this plot. I don't know what she's doing. I think that she just likes to accumulate the biomass so she can pull it up and turn it into composting in place. I think that's what she's doing. But anyway, all of these weeds are making seeds, which are a nuisance. And they're also a nuisance to me because I'm right next to her, and all these seeds are going to blow over to my side. So, whatever. I can't. Whatever. I mean, I used to be that way too. Like I said, I'm a selective weeder, so I'm not really criticizing because she's got a plan, and I don't know what her plan is, but, you know, whatever. In any case, over here you see mugworts. This here is about to flower, so the distinctive leaves look more like this, I guess. As you can see, it has a very thick root system. The roots are wide and thick. They hold a lot of energy, and you can, if you pull this weed and just throw it to the side somewhere, and then keep piling weeds on top of this, that root there will continue to hold its moisture and actually re-root itself underneath, like, let's say a pile of compost. If you put this on your compost pile, you're going to have this growing in your compost. Anyway, so I pull that. I don't like that. And over here, growing amidst the mugwort, is this thing. It's called chufa, or chufa. What's the other word for it? Nutgrass or nutsedge. You can kind of see it here. It's just kind of cropping up. It's got these very angular leaves. It kind of looks like it's a grass, but it's a sedge. Sedges have edges. And anyway, I don't like to save this because later on, when it starts to and it'll make a spiky flower, and then on the bottom it makes these little tiny potato-like things. They look like little tiny nuts, and some people actually do eat them. They eat the little nuts. They're edible. I don't eat them. I don't know really how to use them. There's a thing that some people in Latin American countries make. It's called horchata. And originally I think that they used to use that for their horchata. Now I think mostly they use like corn and other flavorings, which are not original to the true recipe, but whatever. I mean, most people aren't trying to eat weeds, I guess. Anyway, here's something that I might keep. This here is plantain. It's a very useful plant. if you take a leaf and you crush it and you use that juice to kind of, you crush it to exude the juice, and you can use the juice if you get a cut or a scrape or a rash. You can put that juice on your skin and it helps to heal and it soothes immediately. This is also, this spiky flower head is also what people take. It's called psyllium husk, or psyllium I think it is. This is where it comes from. This is what it is exactly. Basically, it becomes brown. People, they take the seeds off, and then you take this when you're regular, and it helps the stuff to come. It helps your digestive system to regulate itself. So anyway, I don't usually use it for that, but it's also, there's other good reasons to hold on to plantain. It also it captures nutrients down in the bottom of the soil where other plants can't reach and brings them up. And also the leaves are a great compost. So I don't know. As you can see, they've been here for a while. They're not bothering me too much, so I'm just gonna leave them alone for now. This is what you call Asiatic lily. It makes a little blue flower, which apparently makes a lot of seeds. When I was a little girl, we used to have this in Panama, and the flower used to make a little mucilage, which we used to kind of pretend it was egg yolk, and we would use that for we would use that to pretend to when we were cooking, when we were pretend cooking. Anyway, that I pull that. This is a type of polygonum. Oh, there's the flowers. Can you see them? They're little pink things, and little tiny balls. It looks like. I think Vietnamese people use this as like a pepper grass or something. I think it's called. It uses as a condiment. I've never done that, so I usually pull this thing because, again, these little tiny balls, flowers make tiny little seeds, and they make themselves a very bad nuisance. And look at this. This is chickweed. Not that. This is chickweed. I will pull this, but this is an edible plant. Chickweed is actually very delicious in salad. I don't like to use it once it's already made, the little flowers. But I like to feed this to my chickens. Chickens love chickweed. I guess that's why they call it chickweed.